it's finally here. You guys have been wanting this one for a long time. The people reoccurring on the channel, I've been asked about this breakdown at least 4 to 5 times from different people. Yeah, so without further ado, let's get into it. I thought you guys usually ask for my custom colors on certain characters, so I thought I would start off with that and just kind of show you the colors I use. This Gogeta is actually, the color scheme I have him based on is based on the Xeno Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta from Dragon Ball Heroes. I mean, it's pretty, I think it looks cool. Definitely the coolest clothes he has comparatively, in my opinion. But yeah, that's the custom. In terms of skills, you guys know how I like to have my efficient skills and whatnot. So this is what I believe would be his most efficient skill set, personally. Super Dragon Fist, just a great move in general. I mean, he has such amazing moves. I would also replace this with Wild Hunt, Meteor Crash, probably Punisher Drive. Not my favorite move. I like the way Dragon Ball Super Gogeta has it, but not so much on Super Saiyan 4. I got Final Flash for that knockaway damage. It's just too good. Having an ultimate as a super attack is just so cool to me. So I got that on. I'd probably replace that with Big Bang Kamehameha. Focus Flash would be a good one for his, he has a knockdown in his combo. Earth Splitting Galagun, I actually didn't, I didn't check. Do they have the Super Soul that buffs that? Wow, I didn't notice that. Yeah, so he has the Super Soul that buffs Earth Splitting Galagun. That's just a broken move, or a broken build. I use that for parallel quests. But up next, I got Flash Fist Crush. The reason I'm using that, it's the only counter he has access to, and I mean, it's just such a unique move. Now there are only 3 characters in the game that can use that move: Hit, Gogeta, and the CAC. So I mean, I think it's just too cool not to have on here, because I support them giving us just random moves. There's no reason he should have it, but whatever, I'm having a good time. Ultimate Charge, Best Charge, Burst Charge is always pretty good too for PvP. Soul Punisher, because of the combo. If I was not using the combo for Soul Punisher, I would replace that with 100 times Big Bang Kamehameha, because the damage on that is just unfeasible whenever you unlock. It's ridiculous. Yeah, so I use Soul Punisher just for that back input or whatever, which is actually a forward input, but I'll get into that later. After that, I would use Brave Heat. The reason I use Brave Heat, it follows up any knockaway. You can even use it when somebody doesn't have stamina, you don't have to stamina break them, and it locks them in place and hits them, so it's just a fantastic, fantastic move for any situation. What I would replace this with, if you didn't like this move, is either Dragon Fist, just because it's too good, or Final Shine Attack, because it's basically a one-shot if you hold it down. And also I use Explosive Wave. It's just the best. It's literally just the best. If it did 200 stamina instead, it would guaranteed be the best in the game. Of course, that's just my opinion. If you're using Final Shine Attack, I'd probably go with Ki type, just because it gives you more Ki to pump out, and it emphasizes all attack abilities, so you're doing massive damage. But because it has low health and low stamina, I mean, you have to be really, really good with Gogeta. I'm pretty decent with him. I wouldn't say I'm good enough to not have stamina when I need it. I personally use Ki Blast Super Type C. Just helps with Final Flash and Soul Punisher and all that. It's just good. It's just good. What is it? I will... And the reason I use this, even though it lowers my strike attack power, those strike attacks I'm using are for utility and not for damage, necessarily. I want them to look cool rather than just, absolutely pump out damage. And that's just my playstyle. Most people like to have maximum output, and in that situation, I would most likely use the key type. Technician, or technical, I love that. Reduces the amount of time your guard's broken. If you didn't know, Goku Black, he can basically like get his entire stamina bar back in 4 seconds. If you use this and his Super Soul, it's pretty gross. Yeah, and for Super Soul, this one is just so good. I got it on my CAC, and it's probably the only one I would ever switch out for it is I'll Make You Regret That, because it buffs Super Saiyan so unbelievably much. But, yep, I think I'm finally warmed up now, is my go-to Super Soul for characters. If it's on there, I'm picking it. It's too good. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. It's a very simple build, nothing too complex about it. I'll show you some of the, if I haven't already, I'll show you some of the ultimates and how their damage kind of works right here. And, yeah, honestly, I mean, without further ado, we should head to the battlefield then. Alright, and here we are at the battlefield. So first thing I'm going to show you here is, I'm going to pop in a couple of stamina breaks right here to show you. And after that, I will, you know, just kind of show you how to play around with him a little bit. His combos are a little funky, but what's cool about them is being funky doesn't always mean you're not fresh. Let me show you what I mean. So, if you guard right there, you can literally keep this up as long as you wish. Like, it is crazy how easy his combos are to just keep following up. And the way you do that is at the knockaway, when you go to follow up the knockaway in his combo, all you have to do is tap guard. Just tap guard and then start hitting again. So like, it's literally just square, triangle, boom, 2 triangles, square, triangle, triangle to get the warp, and right after the warp you just tap. You just tap, boop, and then you just start hitting all over again. And that is probably the easiest way to do his ultimates, and then you just, you know, you gotta play with it a little bit. Probably my favorite way to use Super Dragon Fist is I bring it and then I meet him there. So like, instead of me just hitting him with it as he's in front of me, I like it when they're coming to me and I like go out to meet them and do the combo. I think that's just so cool looking. I mean, obviously Flash Fist Crush, I mean, literally just a counter. You can't really integrate that into too many combos, I don't think. Yeah, and then Final Flash, you know, that'll work. Not what I wanted to do, but I mean, that looked kind of cool. Yeah, but any knockaway, Final Flash will follow it up. I mean, it's just it's such a good beam attack. I honestly don't know what else I would really use over it. Those other moves I was talking about earlier, I would use in its place if he didn't have Final Flash, but it's too good. And then, I mean, even the same thing with, you know, right, because if his stamina's broken, yeah, okay, that'll work. Okay, no, so it was just because the recovery was on, but yeah, if they are stamina broken, any knockaway, that's gonna follow it up. And I suppose the last thing I should show you with this, because his combos are very simple. This is his full triangle combo. The warp I added, if you can tell. Then this is his full square combo. It's just a knockaway. Very cool looking knockaway, by the way, but you can actually substitute that knockaway and you can get this really crazy combo. And I'll show you this combo right now. And if you can see, his back is now, or my back is now to him. With Soul Punisher, if you push forward on the stick, the move tells you to press back on the stick, but the reason why is because Gogeta works, or not just Gogeta, but moves like that work from the back. And so the way you kind of gotta, I'm explaining it bad, but the way you kind of gotta think about it is imagine Gogeta on your thumbstick, right? Like imagine him standing on your thumbstick. Whatever direction you're pressing towards his back, that's what it needs to be. So if it's right here, I'm actually pressing forward on the stick to launch a move from his back. And I've talked about this before in another video, but I'm just going a little more in depth on it here. So basically, right here at that kick, that's whenever you want to start pressing triangle. And so you just go through it, boom, press triangle. Oh my god, I effed up. Okay. Okay, I messed it up. So you just keep going through until you get that kick. Boom, boom, boom. And you just bring it right through. And then, fun fact too, right after that last hit, if you just push both triggers and press forward on the stick, right as his back is turned to Zamasu, you will initiate the Soul Punisher combo. Boop. And you'll know you did it right whenever you see his back. It'll look like that. When you see his back, you know you did it right. And yeah, I mean, that's really the only thing that really needs explaining with Gogeta. His combos are very basic. And especially like this, too, you get that old guard in there, and I mean, you can just, like... It's so good. It's honestly so good. You know, I actually didn't... I wonder if this will work. He'd probably get up. Nah, they'd probably get out of that. But yeah, no, I mean, that's basically it. And so when you know, figure it out and learn some of the combos and whatnot, eventually put it all together, it'll look something a little like this.
one!